year, soon all that energy and that source of inspiration is all dissipated. So deciding is inspiring, but not for that long. But once you decide, it can be a very powerful day. But now, of course, now you must follow through. If there's some things you've been postponing, some decisions you have just, hadn't gotten to, I would ask you to just, take out your journal and just go through, what have I been postponing that's not going to be better for my health? It's not going to be better for my future. It's not going to enhance my finances. Maybe a problem needs to be solved. I got to decide when I'm going to do it and how I'm going to proceed. I need to get to it. I promise you, if you'll go through some of that list and start making those decisions, your inspiration will start to flow, and those could be very critically important, exciting days. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Indecision means the door is still closed. Indecision means the opportunity waits. Indecision means what could be is postponed or may never be. Those are all the penalties of indecision. And sometimes we can't make a snap judgment. We can't decide immediately on something so important. But after a while, we must understand sometimes the heavy penalty of putting off our decision making. So, one source of inspiration, deciding. Here's the next one. Planning. Now that you've decided and you start making plans, it's incredible what can happen as a source of inspiration. When finally what's in your head, what's in your imagination, now finally starts to take shape on paper. I had a concept of what I wanted. I had a dream of what could happen for me. If it could happen for others, maybe it could happen for me. But when I started putting it on paper and started making the plans, that was an incredible source of inspiration for me. Because the plans seemed to now start making it real. That what I had thought about, what I dreamed about, now I'm actually getting to it by making a plan. However, you can make all the plans in the world, and it is a source of inspiration for only so long. And you can make one plan, and then you can make another plan. And you can make some plans today, and the next day you can make some more plans, and the next day you can make some more plans. And it is a very exciting source of inspiration, but only for a while. I'm sure we would all agree that making plans, that inspiration wouldn't last for a week. Now, that inspiration now must drive you to do number 3. The first source of inspiration is deciding. Second source of inspiration is planning. And now, here's a big source of inspiration, beginning. Getting started. Actually turning thought and the notes on the paper, the plans, actually now committing it to action. Getting started. And beginning can be an incredible source of inspiration. Guess what you can say when you begin a change in your diet? I'm on a new track. I have carved out for myself a new beginning. I'm on my way to the most incredible health. I will never be the same again. I'm leaving the old, undisciplined part of me. I'm leaving that behind. I'm a new person. I'm taking my first
trimming 4274.
I made my first, walk around the block that I'd thought about for so long and never did. I finally did it today. I've started. I have begun. That is an incredible source of inspiration. And that is to start, to begin. You cannot believe what can happen to your self-esteem. And many of you have already experienced it. I'm just asking you to begin something new in all the areas of your life. Maybe you've always thought about benevolence and you just haven't gotten started, or you haven't made the plans, or you haven't made the decision. I'm asking you to start taking that stuff now that's in your head, that imagination, which is very powerful, and it's a great source of inspiration in itself. But then I'm asking you then to decide, use that inspiration. Then I'm asking you to make plans, begin to make plans, use that inspiration. And then if you take that first step, it can be the first step of an incredible journey. And so beginning can be an incredible source of inspiration. And beginning can be many things. Beginning a new commitment to learning. You say, I'm going to have a library second to none, and I bought the first book of my new library today.
A money flow.
I'm going to be surrounded by information and inspiration. The cassette tapes and the videos and the books. I'm going to have a library second to none. I've thought about it. Wouldn't it be wonderful? I've started making plans. I provided some space in my room for my expanded library. But here's what's exciting. I got the first book today. I've gotten started. This is just the first of many, many books. This is the first of a whole flow of information for me. This is the first time. You want to learn a new skill and you sign up for a class. Let's say you want to learn accounting or something, and you sign up for the class and you take the first class. You get started. You thought about it. You made some plans for it. You made some time for it. But there's nothing like sitting there in the class with the pen in your hand and the pad ready to take notes. Here I am. I'm starting on a new journey of learning. Remember that. Beginning is a fantastic source of inspiration. Planning is an incredible source of inspiration. Deciding is an unbelievable source of inspiration. But now beginning only lasts so long. If you begin that first week and then you don't continue, yes, you'll be inspired by deciding. And
let's pause Jim Rohn there a second. If you're just coming on, man, we've had a crazy good day trading. It's been some beautiful money flow cycles, as you can see, with the sideways. This was at 11. I think we haven't had any losers, have we? We had one, if you're trading with me in Discord. Stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. We got back in, and now we've run it up. I stopped counting at about 2,600 points. Man, what if a point was $1? I'll call Delta and see if they can't let us have these as frequent flyer points. We'd always fly free. So that's what's going on there, man. It's been a great day. Tried to come in earlier, but man, I was trying to write and day trade and take a phone call. Kind of makes it hard to live stream too.
Planning and beginning. But all of that now will start to fade away if you don't do number 4. One of the great sources of inspiration is progressing. Once you've gotten started, now you proceed, you progress. Now you go to class the second week, you go to class the third week. But it's not only progressing in terms of time, it's progressing in terms of what you're learning, progressing in terms of getting the information that you hadn't discovered before. Now you're excited about that. Progress. One of the greatest sources of inspiration is progress. When you start jogging around the block, and at first it's a little difficult, and then it's 2 blocks, and then you go around 4 or 5 times. But
let's pause this. We're getting to stage 4 here. You gotta be careful. Waiting on a confirmation too, by the way. And we're hitting this support right here. This was our last anchor point, and bam, we're gonna stop right there. Let's see. So this is our pattern, of course. Let's take this down. Newsletter's out. Let's make sure we're tracking. Let's give this a minute.
You notice you're breathing easier. You notice when you go up a flight of stairs, you're not out of breath. And it suddenly occurs to you, in a fairly short period of time, you're making progress. With these incredible Herbalife products, when people first start taking the products, and they've got some health challenges, and they discipline themselves, they do it the first day, and the second day, and the first week, and the... If you just make a decision, it can be sometimes the day that starts you on a brand new journey. Now, some decisions are incidental and some are small, and some, are part of a working day. But sometimes decision making can be one of the most important days of your life. Maybe a decision you...
All right, we got support here. Let's clean up some of this, man. Let me clean up some of this. And we're breaking it here. If we break this, let's close this out. We got a nice green. Now, if you notice the configuration of the moving averages, 5-day, 10-day, 20-day. Now got the 5, which is the red, below the 10, which is below the 20. 20 starting to turn. But we're holding support. So price going below the 20 isn't a reason to sell it, but it is a signal. And let's see if we hold here. Uh-oh. So we're up. Looks like we're up. Still up $300, 300 points, excuse me. If the CIA's listening, it's just points. We're trying to get Delta fly miles. We're looking for the Delta fly miles. Look at that, we're holding it. And inside of this, you're getting a little tiny money flow pattern. Sideways up, sideways down, sideways. Oh! Get ready. We got to take it down here. I'm going to give this just a second. We've had such a great day. Actually, 2,462 points. It was higher, but we've pulled back. Because we were at 1,400 shares right there. Come on, baby, pop up. Don't pop down. I'm going to close it out. Ooh, that's
I got to decide when I'm going to do it and how I'm going to proceed. I need to get to it. I promise.
So closed it out.
And start making those decisions. Your inspiration will start to flow, and those could be very critically important, exciting days. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Indecision means the door is still closed. Indecision means the opportunity waits.
Let's see.
Indecision means what could be is postponed or may never be. Those are all the penalties of indecision.
Indecision.
And sometimes we can't make a snap judgment.
Sometimes
we
we're
can't
too busy
on something so important. But after a while,
Gerald, I'm so busy. I'm so busy doing things I just can't do it. I'm so busy.
Critically important, exciting days. Indecision is the thief of opportunity.
Thief.
Indecision means the door is still closed.
Closed.
Indecision means the opportunity waits.
Wait.
Indecision means what could be is postponed or may never be.
I gotta go on vacation, G. I'm on vacation. I ain't got time to learn to trade. I'm on vacation right now. I gotta go buy my girl a car. Let's see. I gotta take my kids to go buy a bunch of dumb shit they can throw in the trash. I can't teach them how to trade or invest. I gotta teach them how to consume and waste all their money. That's what we do. We waste our money. Let's go. We're getting right back there, man. We're close. Get your finger on the trigger, man. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! We got support level here. So we got our anchor point. I need to get above that 5, man. Now there is a thing called time continuum here. We'll check the higher level times, but we're definitely. So if I'm trading on the 1, I like to bump over and check the 10. Let's see what's going on the 10 minute. 10 minute got a little overheated here, if you see it. Now that's on the 7 period, so we should expect a little bit of a rest here. And it's stopping right at what was resistance is now becoming support. So hopefully that holds. And we're just bouncing around looking at the higher time frame. Let's do the 30 minute. So look at 30-minute, man. 30-minute. So it's a stage 2 on the 30-minute. So on the higher time frame, time continuity, the time frame, for all you guys that trade the strat, oh, I trade the strat, Gerald. I'm in the strat. So everybody in the strat who doesn't fucking understand the money flow, I guess, I don't know, maybe the money flow is too complicated. I don't know. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So the higher time frame says we're going up. So let's see. I'm in 1,000 shares. There you go. That hurt your feelings, did it? Let's see. Don't make fun of the strat, Gerald. Let's see. I'm in. Let's see. We're trading 2,500 today, so I'm only in a half position. So we'll see. I don't need to refresh it, but I've had my internet locking up on me a little bit here. I've had a lot of wildfires, and the wildfires have caused my internet to go down on and off. So we're down 23 bucks right now. I got filled at 42.67. We're now at 42.64. I'm going to be ready to add another 500 shares. So let's see what happens. We'll give it a second, man. Let's let Jim Rome keep talking. If we pop above the 5, I'm going to add some more.
The penalties of indecision. And sometimes we can't make a snap judgment. We can't decide immediately on something so important. But after a while, we must understand sometimes the heavy penalty of putting off our decision making. So, one source of inspiration,
adding.
Deciding. Here's the next one. Planning. Now that you've decided and you start making plans, it's incredible what can happen as a source of inspiration. When finally what's in your head, what's in your imagination, now finally starts to take shape on paper. I had a concept of what I wanted. I had a dream of what could happen for me. If it could happen for others, maybe it could happen for me. But when I started putting it on paper and started making the plans, that was an incredible source of inspiration for me. Because the plans seemed to now start making it real. That what I had thought about, what I dreamed about, now I'm actually getting to it by making a plan. However, you can make all the plans in the world, and it is a source of inspiration for only so long. And you can make
the
one
square,
plan and
the
then
triangles
you can
are
make another
anchor
plan.
points.
You can make some plans today, and the next day you can make some more plans.
Down
and the next
50
day
bucks
you can
right
make some
now.
more plans. And it is a very exciting source of inspiration,
excuse me,
but only
50 points.
for a while.
In case CIA's listening.
I'm sure we would all agree that making plans, that inspiration wouldn't last for a week. Now,
42.64.
that inspiration now must drive you to do
42.66.
The first source of
more.
inspiration is deciding. Second source of inspiration is
You got
planning.
me, bro? You watching?
And now, here's a big source of inspiration: beginning. Getting started. Actually turning thought and the notes on the paper, the plans, actually now committing it to action. Getting started. And
So we're
beginning
down
can be
50
an
points.
incredible
Adding.
source of inspiration. Guess what you can say when you begin a change in your diet? I'm on a new track.
First target's
I have carved out
42.77
for
or the
myself a new
RSI. Bam! Let's go, baby.
I'm on my way to the most incredible health. I will never be the same again. I'm leaving the old, undisciplined part of me. I'm leaving that behind. I'm a new person. I'm taking my first shake. I'm swallowing the first tablets. I made my first, walk around the block that I'd thought about for so long and never did. I finally did it today. I've started. I have begun. That is an
Are we at a
incredible
full?
source
What are we at?
of inspiration.
We're at
And that is to
2,500
start,
shares.
to begin.
Up 24 points.
You cannot
13
believe what
points.
can
0
happen to your
points.
self-esteem.
24 points. It's
And
hopping
many of you have
around.
already experienced it. I'm just asking you to begin
It's hopping
something
around.
new in all the areas of
We're
your
at
life. Maybe
42.66.
you've
Time
always
to
thought
run.
about
Let's
benevolence,
go.
and you just haven't gotten started, or you haven't made the plans, or you haven't made the decision.
Come on,
I'm
baby.
asking you to start taking that stuff now that's in your head,
Let's go.
that imagination, which is very powerful.
Let's go.
And it's a great source of inspiration.
Watch that
in itself.
7
But then I'm
RSI.
asking you then to decide, use that inspiration. Then I'm asking you to make plans, begin to make plans, use that inspiration. And then if you take that first step, it can be the first step of an incredible journey. And so beginning can be an incredible source of inspiration. And beginning can be many things. Beginning a new commitment to learning. You say, I'm going to have a library second to none.
Come
and
on,
I
baby.
bought the first book of my new library today. I'm going to be surrounded by information and inspiration.
Get your finger on the
The
trigger.
cassette tapes.
We're going to
the
sell
books. I'm going to have a library second to none.
500
I've
shares
thought about it. Wouldn't it
on
be
that
wonderful?
5-period
I started
RSI.
making plans.
Or 7,
You
excuse
know, I
me.
provided some space in my room for my expanded library. But here's what's exciting. I got the
Bam! Right
first
there.
book.
Hit it.
I've gotten started. This is just the first of
There we
many.
go. Took down
many
500
books.
of
This
the
is the first
2,000. Let's
of a
keep
whole
it going.
flow of information for me.
Put in a
This is
limit
the
order,
first
dude,
time.
at 42.76.
You want to learn a new
I also
skill,
have a
you sign
limit
up
order
for a
here.
class. Let's say you want to learn accounting or something, and you sign up for the class and you
Now,
take the first.
if you're trading
class.
very
You get
conservative,
started. You thought about it. You made some plans for it. You made some time.
if you're trading very conservative, you can move this to break even, and now you've locked in on the trade. So you're break even, okay? You could do that. I'm gonna be a little goosey because I'm up 2,600 points on the day. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna play a little aggressive because we ain't had a loser yet. I think, or did we have one loser in Discord? I don't know if we did. So we're up 140 points right now. Excuse me, I keep saying dollars. Here we go, baby. I got a limit order at 42.77. That's when this RSI should hit because I do the goddamn math in my head. Now, I know you can't do that, but if you were me and fucking 10 foot tall and bulletproof, you could calculate the RSI in your fucking sleep. So I know where the RSI is going to hit, right about here. I already know. I don't even need an RSI. I'm a living RSI. Let's go, man. We're up 150. No, now we're dropping down.
You've gotten started. Now you proceed. You progress. Now you go to class the second week.
Let's see.
The third week.
Come on, man. Get up there.
But it's not only progressing in terms of time.
Damn. I need some money, man. I'm fixing to go to New Orleans. I need some party money, man.
Information.
I need some party money, man.
Now you're excited about that. Progress. One of the greatest sources of inspiration is progress. When you start jogging around the block, and at first it's a little difficult.
Oh,
and
come on,
it's
man.
2 blocks, and then you go around 4 or 5 times, but then you notice you're breathing easier. You notice when you go up a flight of stairs, you're not out of breath, and it's sudden. Now, of course, when people get to know you, they'll judge you by more than just how you appear. But physically, outside, inside, here's what's good advice.
We'll get some motivation to get this thing going. Come on, man. This money making's got me bored. I hit this, I'm gonna shut her down. Please, Jesus. 42.676. Lower that down to 76. I just recalculated the RSI in my head. And it's gonna hit right here. It's 42.76. RSI will hit right here. This one up here. Boom! Oh, I was off. Hit it. Oh, I was close, man. Did you hit it, bro? I sold 1,000 shares at 42.76. I was off by a point. It's coming down. All right, so let's check the 10-minute here. We got a little room. We're good. We can run this into the close, man. I probably should have sold 500 shares and not 1,000. I'm down to 1,000 shares. Now we're not holding this, okay? This is not your mama. We're not married to this. We're getting out. We're doing money flow cycles. We're doing money. Well, Gerald, can you use the money flow to trade options? Gerald? Come on, baby. Price has memory. We're stopping exactly where we stopped before. A lot like that, huh? That's a fake stop out there. Up, over, down, back in. Now we run up. And just like a swing trade, look left for your first target. Like taking candy from babies. Come on, man, make it hard. Now, if we run back up and tag this at 42.77 again, we're going to take more of the trade down. So watch this RSI. This 7 period is our target now. So when this hits, we got to take some down. And your stop has been moved to even. So that money we made on that $1,000, we locked it in. I mean, I guess it can gap against you, but yeah, move the stop to break even, man. What was the entry point? Let me see. When did we get in on this one? We got in at 42.65. $42.65 is the, we got to get out if we want to lock in the gain we made on this, if we get stopped out. Thank you, sir. appreciated that. That nice, man. All right, we're waiting here, man. Just waiting. All this day trading gets boring. It does get kind of boring, man. What's up, Matt? Matt, I only made 2,700 points today. In case the CIA is listening, it's just points, man. Delta Sky Miles. I'm trading for Delta today. I'm doing Delta Sky Miles. So I think if you get more, it's like at the pizza place where you win the coupons. Come on, baby, 42.77. If you get 2,000 point Delta Sky Mile points on if you paper trade and get 2,000 points, you get to fly free. Here we go, Matt. Why you 400? Come on, man. Come on, man. $400. I can't even drink Cristal with $400, man. I can't do nothing. Come on, man. We got to kick it up, man. For $400, man. I'm trying to get some money to go party in New Orleans. Daddy needs some money. I'm actually trying to buy some of these TSL. I bought some CONY today. Just kind of watching. I'm kind of all in on everything else. So you know what to do, man. Drip your ones. Buy your breakout. Stupid Airbnb getting added to the S&P. I know people are happy. Fuck that, man. I wanted to add to the stock, man. I don't want them going up, man. I wasn't ready. I didn't even have a big position, man. And then the stock ran. Come on. This is getting tiring. Let's sell at, boom, right there. Hit it. Go ahead and hit it. Hit it and get it. Sorry. I don't love you. I don't love you. Boom. Let's hit it again. I only took 100 off. I still got 900 shares. I'm going to take another 100 down. Give me another 100 on that just while we're here. Boom. 82.80 or 42.80. Sold some more. What are we down to? Down to, what in the fuck just happened? Okay. Tell you how stupid I am. Hey, whatever you do, don't try to trade for Delta Sky Mile points while live streaming, while trying to talk to the other person who's supposed to be helping you so that you don't have to fucking talk. But I guess that's not going to be the way it works. So anyway, instead of selling 200, I bought 200. So I had to turn around and sell 400 to make up for this mistake. So thanks, bro. Ever since you've been helping me, things are going really well. Now I get to do my work and yours. So it's thanks. Let's see. 42.82. Bam. We hit. Now the reason I hit again when we just hit it was the next RSI hit almost immediately. Normally there's a big space here, okay? But I guess it was 80. Now look at them. They're both 69. How in the fuck did that happen? This 7 period moves fast, man. So I'm down to 700 shares. And I'd like to scale this back to about 500. And if we were going into, honestly, if this is a big winner, the closer you're getting in there, and if you had your day, there's nothing wrong with taking some down, but there's no reason to close this out. If it wants to run, shit, let's take it. Moon Boy, baby. Tqqq Moon Boy. Let it run. If it wants to do that, do it. There's nothing worse than just getting out of a stock and like, oh, I'm just going to take my money and go. And then you watch it go up another fucking 30%, and you're like, oh, that was smart. If anything, err on the side of selling a loser, man. Don't sell winners, man. Like, sell losers. That goes opposite of your nature. Anything that goes opposite, anything that you first think, ooh, I don't want to do that, that's the shit you probably should be doing. Nobody wakes up and goes, let's go deadlift 6,000. No, man. Like, be ready. Look, if you're trading very conservative, like we talked about, and you're walking it up pivot points, you just bust it out, you close it out. That's fine, man. We're up. Remember what I said? I'm going to trade a little loose, which means on that first sale, when I first sold, I moved my stop. Remember when we first sold on that? I moved my stop to even, which was right here, man. So, and I said that to you guys, but since I said that, what happened? We put in another pivot point, man. And then, of course, I'm babbling and talking. I'm trying to get Delta Sky Miles. And shit, this motherfucker, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting it's not even. And so it stopped right there. Now, the one, man, I need to clean this up, don't I? Now, you can see through it. You like it dirty, man. Look at it. It's all dirty with the markups, the circles. And pretty soon, people are like, man, I don't even know what the fuck you have on the screen, dude. You done marked it all up. I'm out. Take the money and run. Appreciate you. That I got out a little early, I'm going to be honest, but I was still holding a lot of shares. Normally, if I would have been down, and we're trading aggressive because we had a little competition going today, me and one of the young grasshopper person day trading with me. We paper traded today. You can't do it real money if you're like competing with each other because you might get dumb. But it's fun to do. I don't like to do it as a group, but one-on-one, it's fun. Just paper trade. You know, like I told a friend of that, he's like, why would you do that with paper? I'm like, you hit golf balls and they don't fucking pay you to play golf, do they? You go there and you pay and then you play golf. Well, fuck, dude. I'm going to not pay and I'm going to sit down and day trade and I'm going to get better. You're still shitty at golf and it costs you money. You get good at this shit, man. And when you get enough money in the market and you're at a maturity level and you got enough investments, you can just have fun like that. You can sit and work out something. You got time. I got tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next fucking day and the next day and the next day. I can just keep playing and practicing, and you know, like anything in life, man, God starts to bless you a little bit and you start to get kind of okay at it and you start to see little cycles and you start to get down your little stop loss prop, you know. You get to where you start to, man, you don't even need this RSI. You can kind of just calculate it. Same on a daily chart, man. It's all kind of the same. Let's check in on coin. We got stopped out of the trade. I like this setup, man. I'm going to be honest. This is what I look for. Now, I sent that tweet yesterday to the cat. I said, hey, let me tell you what's up. Tomorrow, market's going to either go up or down. I guarantee it. Up or down. After that, I'm not sure. And that's the reality, but that doesn't mean we don't play the game. So what you just saw me doing there, day trading, and it really is up to the market, man. There's nobody that knows, okay? Nobody knows. You might come up with some way, you know, on a full moon, if my knee's hurting and the RSI is on a 7 and the market opens up 0.67% and the Forex market is down, and Biden gave a speech that day, if on that day, Jerome Powell doesn't talk, but ex-President Obama does, I go all in. And if you want me to send that to you, I can write that down for you. But that strategy, I'm telling you, has never failed. So there's different ways of trading. For me, it's pretty simple. I think stocks drop. I think they stop. And you think, well, how do you know they stop? I don't know, man. I kind of just look at the screen, and if the price is higher the next day, well, I kind of assume it's going up, man. And I don't know, though. That's the thing. I don't know. I just know tomorrow it's either going to go up or down. And then it goes up, and you're like, well, fuck, we got 3 days up. Now, there's other people who go, and they go read something. And they totally discount what they're fucking seeing right in front of their eyes. And they'll go, yeah, but, you know, hey, this happened and this happened, so we're going to go into a recession. Now, this right here could literally just be going up, 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 and you will still have people just babbling away about their opinions and what they think. And yet the price could just be going up, 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 up. So I think you kind of split the difference, man. I think you use the brain God gave you and you analyze shit. So, But you take everything that you read and analyze, and then you lay it over a chart. And that's what we have. Oh, shit, dude. Why didn't you guys tell me we're day trading? God, dude, you guys are horrible day traders. Let me clean this up, man. Nobody even said, hey, Gerald, we're day trading. Let's clean this up. Oh, Sam decided to join us. Well, I can't come. I got to go to work. You guys all get rich so you can quit your jobs, man, so you can come trade with me all day. What the fuck, man? Let's see. Told this person at Dairy Queen that? Like, shit, it'd be a lot cheaper for you to quit now. You don't make shit. So, if you make a lot, it's a little harder, but you have a shitty job. I'm thinking, if I was you, I'd learn trading. It just seems easier than what you're doing right now, making coffee. Just being honest with you. I don't know, man. I'd rather just sit here and practice this than do Starbucks all day. I'm just saying. Nothing against Starbucks. I like it. Somebody's got to make them, but I don't know how they wouldn't be obsessed. I don't know. What if it took them 5 years? Fuck it. You ain't doing shit anyway for 5 years. So we're going straight down right now, right? So that lady working at the convenience store, I was in there the other day and I was looking at her and I was like, I wonder how many shares of TSLY. And I'm just making. Obviously, that could go to 0. But you know what? They'll give you your grocery store job back. So, you know what I mean? So as I'm watching, I'm not talking about high, like you're a high earner. I'm not talking about you. Okay, I get it. You got a badass career. Good for you. I'm talking about the guy sitting there making Jack Bean, works at the fucking city dump. I'm looking at him. I'm like, dude, it would not take a lot, dude, to replace what you're doing here, man. Why would you not study that? I don't know, man. That's what goes through my head. All right, so we've crushed it today, and now we're waiting. We got support. Man, you don't let me draw all over the chart. See, this is what I do in books, too. If you hand me a book and I got a pen, while I'm talking, I'll start just like scribbling. Let's see. All right, we got our zones here, man. We're going to go check out Airbnb, too. So I think we made, what did I make? I made at least 100 points in front of you guys. Delta Sky points. This is what we're trading for. We're trying to get free air mileage. And I'm doing the Delta Sky plan where you pay per trade. And if you get 2,000 points, I'm pretty sure Delta will give you a free flight. I don't know, man. Call them up and ask, hey, man, I've been paper trading over with G and I'm up to, I don't know. We're trying to get to 10,000 points, right, Sam? Is that what we're trying to do? 10,000 points? I'm sitting at what am I at? 3,151. Subtract, I started the day with 504 points. So we have to subtract that. Now that was in Discord, so I'm not making this shit up, man. Some of you are up more than me. I didn't even cheat today. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. It was just nice money flow patterns. Not every day's like that, man. Subtract 504. Hold on. 3,158 points minus 504 is 2,654 Delta Sky Miles. Day trading the money flow today. Stage 4 decline. That's what we're looking at here, right here. Do you get it? Can you hear it? Come with me. Let's see. Oh man, it's taking up speed, man. All right, well this is nice. Going into the close. I got a fucking jam now, so we're gonna give this just a second and I'll flip some up. Now you're just on my time. Boom! Look at that, dude. Look at that. Now notice we're not back in. We're not back in. What did we get out at? Is it 42.61? It's right in here, right? Yeah, this is where we got out. So let's mark it, man. It's hard to talk to you, run this, day trade, and fucking stream at the same time. That's where we got out. Normally I take notes, man. I can't take notes because I'm fucking with a monitor right now. All right, we're going to jam for a second so I can log some shit. universal candle, Sam. You see this? Oh, we blew right through it. I'm not doing the short side. Let's go watch this. Woo! Switch to the SQ real quick. Don't do this, you'll mess yourself up. Just watch it, and then on the stage 3 from here, we'll flip back and get normal. I'm just watching. I don't like to trade both sides. I'm not bisexual like you guys. I like to pick a side and stay with it for a little while. Love this girl, by the way. If you haven't watched that, oh, dude, god damn it, I'm not even on live feed, Jesus Christ. Dude, we are dropping. So this is the inverse, guys. So a stage 3 is a stage 4. It's the bipolar nature of the universe. Love, hate, high tide, low tide, night and day. So here is the Tqqq. Now that'll mess your brain up if you try. It does me, man. I can't play both sides like that, man. I got to pick a side and stay with it. Not to say I couldn't switch throughout the day, but if we switch, I'm staying with that. I can't be doing this bouncing back and forth, man. Makes me feel uneasy. Makes me feel out of whack. But the fact that I can just sit here and watch this and I don't need to push the button, and I already made 2,654 Delta Sky Miles today because I can do that. And those little coupons, you take your kid and you roll the fucking ball and the little coupon comes out and you get like 200 of them. You give it to the guy and they give you the thing to stick between your fingers, and now your fingers are stuck and you spent like 30, yeah, that thing. So I can just sit here with like that thing on my finger and watch this. No decision. I made money, man. I'm good. Take it down. Take it to 0, man. Make it easier tomorrow. Take this 42 to about 22. Let's go. You guys were being a little fucking panic. You want to talk about seeing some, let the market fall by. You ever want to put stupid on exposition? Like, you ever want to just, like, expose people? You watch. Trading gets easy, man. Here we go. Here we go. Let's check the higher time frame, though. You thought I forgot about the time continuity. The triple screen. We're still above the 20. Ain't that bad. Check the 30. Come on, man. 30's still on a stage 2. Give me back on the 1 minute. All right, brother, you got your finger on the thing? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, man. God damn, bro. Fuck, dude. You know what? Let me do it. You just fucking stare at the monitor. Come on. We got it right here, right? Just to put it at 500. I don't even trust you to click the goddamn thing. I don't trust my internet right now. See, we ain't clicked it yet. Look, are we going to hold? We didn't get above there. What are we going to do, man? We got a support right here. Oh, come. I hope. Come on, man. Put your finger down there, man. Come on. There you go. Hit it. Hit it. I'm taking down some here. Not much though, man. That's a big down drop right there. But you see the little curl on the 5 and the 10? We might be a little early. No, look. Come on, man. Hit the damn button. Let's see. We'll give it a second here. Don't load up, man. Don't do this at home, man. This is just for Delta Sky Miles. This ain't real. Anybody from the CIA listening? We're just doing this for those coupons that you put on your finger. God damn it. Sorry, I had to pause that for a second. What are we? Only have 500 shares. So we're down 20 points, man, already. Down 20 points, baby. All right. Money flow rules apply. I got to pay attention here. Let's turn my girl back on. You see the level 2 screen, man. You got it up? Look right. No, it shows 4250, 4251. It's right. But keep that level 2 up. I don't trust the internet. It keeps going down. Does it? You see where it shows the size of the trades, the block trades? Yeah, watch those. Watch the numbers. Shares, 95 shares. These are all small trades. 60 shares, 90 shares, 170. They're picking up though. Are you ready to dump? It held. Ready to buy 5. Yeah, when it jumps. There it goes, 4253. Yep, told you. I could feel it, man. It's a disturbance. Yeah, keep at it. All right, I only got 1,800 on that as far as share count. God damn it. Hesitated right there. Shouldn't have. Could still add it here. But watch, if we come in any red on this next candle is below this one, I'm going to add. And so you see what we're playing, right? Price has memory, man. Stopped at a support zone. We've established it. I got an anchor point right there, bro. Hit it. So I got someone helping me. That's who I'm talking to. It's really hard to stream and make the mic and look on YouTube and do all this shit at the same time. So everything okay, babe? Oh. Boom, there we go. Full position. Boom. Come on, baby.
Let me give you my best look at worry, how to recognize it and define it, and what to do about it. And hopefully, these ideas will give you a good chance for confidence over worry. First of all, worry might well be killer number one. And if it is not the number one physical killer, although doctors tell us worriers die sooner than non-worriers, and we have all heard the expression, worry yourself to death, at least it is the number one killer.
Be smart.
And it suddenly occurs to you in a fairly
Nice.
Ambition is a result of self-direction, one of the 6 principles for building ambition. Positive self-direction says, I know who I am and I know where I want to go. I am accumulating knowledge and experiences and feelings and philosophies
What's the share count?
that will help prepare me for opportunities that I know will show up without notice.
Oh, we can buy more.
Positive self-direction. You know who you are and where you want to go. You've already spent a great deal of time thinking about it. You've been working on the parts of your personality that will make you better. Working on your attitude. Working on your health. Working on your time management skills. Putting it all down on paper. And you constantly see yourself in the place that you want to be.
Come on.
As you talk with yourself every day, how often do you
42,
ask,
50. Come on, man.
is what I am doing today getting me closer to where I want to be tomorrow?
Yep.
Am I making the daily adjustments necessary?
Yep.
Am I doing all that it takes?
Yes.
Will I keep on doing it until?
Until vacation,
Direction
I guess,
determines
Jim.
destination.
Vacation, I'm going to stop.
Here's a question you need to ask yourself. Are all of the disciplines that I'm currently engaged in taking me where I want to go? Are all of the disciplines I am presently engaged in taking me
Except for all the
where I want to go?
self-touching. I don't think that's
What an important question at the
down-
beginning
we're
of the
negative
month, the
$23.
beginning of the week,
42.50.
at the beginning of the day. Because here's what you don't want to ever do. Kid yourself. You know, kid your neighbor and kid me and kid the marketplace if you want to, but gosh, you can't kid yourself. With your fingers crossed hoping you'll arrive at a good destination when you're not even headed that way. You say, well, maybe the wind will take me. Well, there's a chance. But you've got to take charge. You've got to ask yourself often, am I? Am I doing the disciplines that are taking me in the direction that I want to go? I don't want to be faked out here.
Come on, baby.
And think I'm on the way to financial success when there's not a prayer, not a hope. I don't want to be faked out hoping that there's someone else who's going to take care of it.
Ain't no fake.
Take care of me.
Nope.
They're not going to take care of it.
Nope.
They're not going to take care of me.
42.70.
What if all of your negative relatives turn positive?
Fuck 'em.
What'll that do for your
42.70.
fortune and your future?
Fuck 'em.
Not much.
42.70.
If prices come
Limit
down a
order.
little, what'll that do for your fortune and your future? And your sophistication and your culture?
Culture.
What'll that do? Not much.
Not much.
If the economy gets a little better, what'll that do?
Not much.
Answer, not much. If you don't make plans of your own, you'll fit into someone else's plans.
Buy some.
And guess what they have planned for you?
Come on.
You're right. Not much. Most people wake up every morning counting on this not much list. And that's why what they have is not much.
Come on, Tim.
Not much hope, not much promise, not much progress. They're driving what they don't want to drive, living where they don't want to live, doing what they don't want to do. Forget the thief waiting in the alley to snatch your purse. What about the thief in your mind? Lazy, not stimulated by thoughts and questions. Don't become a victim of yourself. Ask yourself these questions.
Bam. Stopped out.
Is this the direction I want for my life?
Shit.
Is it someone else's direction?
That's all right.
Is it a goal that I have been ingrained with since my childhood?
Oh,
Is it my parents
come
or
on.
my spouses or my bosses or my children's?
Ah,
Is it mine?
come on, man.
Ask yourself these questions. Debate them if you will.
Let's see if it gets back in the
Debate
box.
the
If it
ideas
gets back
I'm
in the
sharing
box,
with
you know
you
what
on
to
this
do,
program
right? Okay.
later. After you've heard all the ideas,
I'm gonna raise my hand.
debate what will work for you and won't work for you. But most importantly, get into the debate of your inner mind. What am I doing that works? What am I doing that doesn't work? Debate it all. Work with your mind to figure out the best possible direction for you. Your self-direction. Your self-direction. You hear stories all the time of kids, middle-class kids, upper-middle-class kids. You hear stories all the time about good kids that are having problems. Their parents are highly successful. They want their kids to be highly successful. But the kids are having problems. Maybe not with their grades.
Back in.
But with how they feel about themselves.
Back in.
The parents push their kids into one career direction. Probably to take over the family business or follow in the family footsteps.
Had to go do push-ups.
It's the parents' direction, not the kids' direction.
If you get stopped out, go do push-ups.
The kids know that something's just not right. And for these kids, something goes wrong. I know this lady that comes from a medical family. Everybody's in medicine.
Come on, baby, here we go.
All of the kids grew up and went to school to be in medicine.
Yeah,
it's just what you did.
Anything but a lawyer.
Became a doctor. Now, it wasn't a bad upbringing. They had everything they needed, but they also had the extra push to go into medicine.
Push.
As a matter of fact, my friend says that they were raised with such tunnel vision that she didn't even have the slightest idea how food got into the grocery store, how cars got into the lots, how money got into the banks. She didn't know. The issues were never brought up at the dinner table. She remembers back in the late 70s, the first time she went to look for a job to make extra money in college.
So
that the best jobs in the
lose
paper,
on this, I'm gonna call it for the day. We had such a good day. I'm being
were
greedy
only
now.
advertising a monthly salary of $900. $900.
We can get that
She thought
TSLY.
the average person on the street, the average non-qualified person, made at least $3,000 a month. What a difference. What a shock. To be so sheltered from real life, to be so far off in what the average person made for a living, it was a real revelation. So she started asking questions. I mean, if she was that far off in her judgment of average earnings, maybe she was way off on other thoughts in life too. Maybe there was more to life than being in medicine. Maybe this wasn't what she wanted to do after all. Maybe she finally found the reason why she hadn't been happy through all of her academic achievements.
I'm out of breath now. I did
Sure
too many
enough,
push-ups, I'm be honest.
She figured out that the medical goals were not her own, only those of her parents. And even though she was chastised by her family for not following through with the family goals,
I might have been too jacked there. I had
she is now much happier, following her own path.
Come on, man.
Direction must be your own, or it can end up being damaging. Damaging to your soul, damaging to your spirit, damaging to your health. Now, there's one more part to my friend's story of growing up in a medical family.
Hold on, let me pause. As much as I like to listen to Jim Rohn when I trade, I'm letting you guys in on the weird shit I do. And normally I got like 5 monitors. Like in New Orleans, I do this behind my bar, which is filled with alcohol, which leads to drinking sometimes. My friends will come over and be like, "What are we doing?" "Man, we're trading, bro. What are you doing?" Well, I wanted to show you guys this TSLL on the 10-minute. Is it the 10-minute or the 5-minute? It's the 5. This thing really moves, man. I'm not saying get off Tqqq, but I'm saying this thing has really traded well. This the 1 minute is too spotty. You know, the 30-minute I'm sure looks good. I didn't go that high. Look, you see the money flow sideways up, sideways down, sideways up, right? Same thing. Here we go. Yeah. We'll bring Jimmy back. Come on, Jim.
It's a part that nobody in her family talks much about, yet it happened. And it's an important part to tell. While my friend was pushing for perfection in school,
Wow, look
she
at this.
also pushed herself into an eating disorder.
Look at that.
She ended up with this a few years before anyone really knew anything about anorexia.
Anorexia.
So there wasn't much help available.
Eat cake.
But a few years later, about the same
That's
time
all
she
I
started
man,
asking
I can't even
questions
imagine. I
about
like
life,
to eat so much.
she determined with the
I had a
help of
friend
a
that had that,
specialist
though.
that
It's
this
terrible
eating
disease.
disorder had nothing to do with food or the lack of it.
Yeah, it's all in their head.
It had to do with control.
Here we go.
It had to do with direction. Somebody else's direction for her.
Stress.
Direction has to be your own, or it can be damaging. So parents, be watchful of how you motivate your children.
Watch that RSI.
Give them
too.
all of the
Watch
resources
your kids,
to make
but watch
their
the
own
damn
choices
RSI.
and back them up. Give them the freedom to discover their own direction.
What time is it?
It may not be the direction you'd hope for, but it is their direction.
Come on, baby.
And with their own direction, they will reach their own destination.
Come on, baby.
It just doesn't work out any other
What
way.
are we up? $100?
Now, if you are one of
Delta
those people
miles,
who had the
100
revelation that the
points,
life and
80
goals
points.
you're pursuing are not your own,
60.
you can change it.
What the fuck, dude?
Just like my friend did.
Jesus.
But the change doesn't come overnight. The direction of life can come overnight. A new goal can reach out and grab you in one day. Give you the push and the ambition and the momentum to change
Grab you
your
like,
course,
like Biden does. Just grab
where
you.
you want to be. But the final destination does not happen overnight.
Push up time.
It still takes a lot of work. It still takes time for the plans to build, to grow, to run the course. It takes patience. Let's say you have a brilliant idea for starting a new company. What's the first thing you do? You write a business plan and a marketing plan and complete the financial pro formas. You don't expect to have an idea one day and a prospering business the next. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to take all the right steps, give it care and nurturing and time. Lots of time for your investment to start reaping rewards.
Come on, man.
You've got to be patient. But here's what does happen.
Patient.
As soon as you turn a new direction, I'm telling you, you've got an excellent chance of a brand new destination.
Huh.
Self-knowledge is knowing who you are and what you want to do with your life.
Stage 2.
Self-knowledge is knowing how you feel about yourself. Self-knowledge has a lot to do with your philosophy.
So we're sitting right
And
here.
your philosophy has a lot to do with shaping your attitude.
Right there.
How you feel about yourself, how you feel about
One,
life,
and we're creeping
how you feel
into
about your
this
direction,
two, and it's
how
just
you feel about others around you,
not getting going.
your attitude. You've got to know. You've got to gather up enough knowledge
How
and
many shares we
information
got?
to know what's right for you.
Oh, we're only at
How do you
1500?
gather up information? Well, you can start with your own experiences. The best way to know if something works
Dude,
for
it's not
you
even
the
moving.
right
Check the
way
inner.
is to do it the wrong way. Now, you can't keep doing it the wrong way. You've got to be smart enough to say, hey, this isn't working,
There we
and
go.
change it.
There we go. Come on.
Start doing it the right way. Then search for the knowledge and apply what's right for you in your life.
Fucking revert.
Develop your own attitudes and philosophies around your own experiences and the experiences
There we
of
go.
others.
Pop, 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 pop.
Take all of the
58,
information you have gathered and compile
59.
it, consider it, debate it, tear it apart, turn it upside down,
That's a hell of a
look at it
lifetime.
from your own
So
perspective
level
and
2,
refine
I'm
it,
seeing that much
suit
faster
you.
than stock charts. Is
rearrange it, throw some of it out, keep what you think will work for you, and most importantly, make sure that what you end up doing is the product of your own.
So something I like to do is tape read. Once the chart gets going, I'll just watch the price ticker on the level 2 and just watch price 52.60, 61, 52.62, back to 60, 42.60. I mean 42.61, 42.60, and I just watch that. I just stare at that. Just stare at it for a while, and you'll see it breaking, and then you can look at the size of the trades too. You get a lot of, yeah. So yeah, there we go. Now it's back 59, 60. So it's hanging in here, but all the size coming in right now is 100 shares, 38 shares, 14 shares. Those are small time traders, man. Who the fuck's buying 14 shares? 113 shares. Now it's back to 48, 49. That's tape reading, and I know, we got in at 42.52 or so, right? We got back in over in here. Yeah, it looks like we bought some all the way up into 42. So I know that. It's in my head. So if I'm watching, I know the chart is 5-day, 10-day, 20-day. We're pointing up, right? So we're doing this. So I don't need to look at the chart. Even if I got 5 monitors around me, a lot of times I'll just stare at the actual trades that are coming in. So call it level 2, whatever you want to call it, and you can see the size of the orders. And, some of them you can see where it's coming from, Goldman Sachs, shit like that. But I don't know if that matters.
If you wish to have power and influence over many,
But we're not
be
taking
the
a
leader
loss
of
on
many,
this.
and get the return from many. Be faithful when there's just a few. Faithful meaning disciplined. Be disciplined when there are just a few. And in your own enlightened self-interest, that gives you the best chance to be the ruler, or to have power,
59,
or to have influence, or to have a place of honor
49, 60,
among the many. Be faithful when there's just
61,
a few.
62.
Someone says, if I had a big organization, I'd really pour it on. But I've just got a few, and I don't know where they are.
60,
Come on. When you've got just a few, you could know where all of them
63.
are.
Come on, man.
What if we interviewed parents who had a fairly large family, who have all
There you
grown
go.
up and
64.
gone? What if we said to them, what
See,
happened
we're going
to
up.
all
I
of
don't
your
need to look at
children?
the chart. I know where we're
What
going.
if they said, I don't
64,
know, they just all
65.
wandered off? And we asked, well, where did
Our
they all
target's
go?
what? 42.77.
And they say, who knows, they're
We're up
just all
210
gone.
delta miles.
We're just going to have some more. No. If you've got a few employees, if you've got a few distributors, if you've got a few people, that's the time to sharpen your communication skills of being in touch, getting prepared, giving the most of your heart and soul. That's the time when you just have a few.
Oh, hit it.
In your own enlightened self-interest, set up the lines
We're
when
trimming.
there's a few. Be totally absorbed
selling half
when
the
there's
position.
just a few. Then you put yourself by reputation and by skill in line, so that when a leadership position opens with the many, you'll be called. That's the key. Now the same thing goes with your money. Someone says, oh, if I had a fortune, I'd really take good care of it.
Yeah,
but I've
baby.
only got a paycheck,
Fuck that, we
and
day
I don't know
traded.
where it goes.
Give me a fortune, we'll day
Wow,
trade.
did you ever hear that expression, I don't know where it all goes? Did you
What time
ever
is
hear
it?
that?
Keep an eye.
Oh,
Dude,
we'd love to
watch
have you
that
run our
fucking
company.
clock, man. If
You don't know where it
that
all
clock
goes?
hits 3 and you don't.
Wow, we'd love to have you run the world.
I will punch
It
you.
just gets away from you? It just disappears? Come on.
Come on, man. I got a limit
Positive
order.
self-direction says, in
42.71.
your own enlightened self-interest, pay real close attention to just a few dollars.
Don't forget you got that open.
Really
either.
know where they come from and know where they go. Set up the disciplines when the
200
amounts are
shares.
small, and you'll be on your way to handling it when the amounts are many. Enlightened self-interest. Positive self-direction.
Positive.
Self-preparation.
42.66.
Be ready for tomorrow by doing all that
65.
you can today, setting your goals.
Oh, wait. How many shares is that? That was a big one, dude. That fucker's probably...
If you will get better, everything will get better for you. What a clear message that was for me. He said, if you'll change your philosophy, if you'll change your habits, if you'll refine your thinking, if you'll change and accept some new disciplines, if you'll turn the corner where you've been in the past, go for a new life for the future,
66.
he said all kinds of remarkable things will happen for you if you will change. Here's what we must learn to do. I didn't go to work to try to change circumstances. I went to work to try to
67.
change myself. And I picked up that promise. My teacher
Here we go, man.
shared with me that if I would change,
71
my income
we're gonna
would change.
sell.
If I would change, my bank account would change.
68.
If I would change, my future would change. And sure enough, His promise came true.
69.
You know, the companies were about the same. What they paid was the same. Circumstances around me were the same. You know, my negative relatives were the same.
Fuck 'em.
But I was not the same. That's how my life changed. Things started working for me,
69.
changing my life all those years ago. We don't have to change what's going on out there. That's the wind that's blowing. All we have to do is change what's going on in here.
Come on, man.
And now there's several ways to do that. The first subject he called
70,
personal
42,
development.
70.
We must learn from personal experience.
Give me one more penny, man.
Pretty simple. Learn from what happens to you.
Oh, I'm so greedy.
Take a look back over
give
the
me
last
one
few
more.
months. Did you make some mistakes? How could you correct those?
Just
for the
there we go. One more penny.
Take a look back over the last year. Have you done it right or done it wrong?
Dude.
Let's correct it for the next year. Mr. Schoaf asked me when I first met him, he said, Mr. Owen, how are you doing? You've been out there
Here we
now
go.
6
Here we
years.
go.
And I said, I'm not doing very well. He said, I suggest you not do that anymore. What a simple, swift analysis to my situation. He said, if you keep doing it, the next 6 years will be like the last 6. You don't want that to happen. Let's make the changes. So learn from your personal experience. Second, other people's experiences.
Wisdom.
That's me, other people. That's your teacher. That's your friends and colleagues. The people you meet
Yoda.
that can pass along to you their experiences, what's happened to them, the mistakes they made, how they corrected them, how they changed their health and changed their bank account and changed their income and changed their future.
70.
Other people. Now, there's two kinds of people to learn from. One is failures. It's too bad failures don't give seminars, right? That would be valuable. Have them tell you how they lost it all and threw it all away, threw their health away, and threw
How I
their
lost $1
friendships
million.
away, and things didn't work out well. That would be valuable. But now then, we must also learn from positive people that have done well.
70.
They've got the health, and so we asked them, how did you become so healthy? They've got the skills, so we asked them, how did you
I need
become
one
this skillful?
fucking
They've
penny.
got the income, so we asked them, how did you get here in such a short period of time? So now, here's what's important in personal development. In learning from other people,
Come
we
on.
learn, number one, by observation.
Right there. Here we go.
We learn what we see. We watch
70.
people that are successful in what they do. In sports, we watch their disciplines. In business, we watch their disciplines. Second, we learn by what we hear. Learn by listening. And then listen to the sermon on Sunday morning. Listen to the lectures.
Money.
Listen to the teachers. Listen to
Take
someone
me to
who's got
church.
something good to say. And then number three is vitally important on personal development, and that is read all the books.
You know
all
what,
the
dude?
books you can possibly read in your
Sell
lifetime.
sell 100 shares.
Mr.
I'm selling
Schoaf, I
100
started on
shares.
my library. I've got one of the better libraries. And then I started keeping a journal.
usually helps
One
it
of
go
the
up.
major things my teacher taught me was to keep a journal. He said, don't trust your memory. If you hear something good, just make a little
Just sold
note.
100.
Write it
That'll
down.
push it up.
So I would suggest you do the same. Things that impress you, a poem that impresses you. When you attend a class, some of the ideas that
Down to
impress you, jot
600
them
shares.
down. You read something in a magazine, right? Some ideas. Take those out, put them in your journal. Keep a good journal
Time
the
is
rest of your life.
2:45.
This
Sell
will serve
another
you well.
100.
So I want the same thing to happen to you. Value capture that you can resort to
Sell
later.
another
Go back
100.
over it and review it and let it become valuable to you. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Develop the skills. Learn the lessons. Take the classes. Absorb all that is being taught to you these days.
Down to 500.
And then later on, of course, you can sort it out, what's valuable for
I'm
you,
going
and
to
how to
close
refine
that
it
limit order
for
at
your
42
business and for your life
just
and for your
for
future.
now because it's so close
The
to
main
the
thing
close.
is to get it and start this process of personal change. Now let's cover the second setting.
It's just trade management.
We need to take a look into the future. There are four things to
I
consider.
mean, we're
in
now.
terms
I
of
got
that.
14 minutes to
One
the
is how
close.
you
I
feel
don't want
about
to carry
the
these
past.
in at all. We're day
Best
trading.
advice I can give you on that is
So I'm
treat
down
the
to
past.
500.
Let it teach you.
So we made a little money on
Things
this.
that went wrong,
Still up
things that didn't work.
77 points.
Don't
Delta
use the
Sky
past as a
Miles.
burden to carry, and don't use
I
the
don't
past
wanna
as a
take this
club to beat
down.
yourself to death.
I'm gonna give it
Past
room
losses,
just because
past
we've done
failures,
so
past
well today. But
mistakes. But let the past be a school. Tough
if I
school
hadn't
maybe,
done
but
well,
all
I
the
would take
first
this home.
stuff. So if you feel good about the past, draw from it for
But
experience.
I'm gonna play
let
it for a
teach.
minute.
Then next is how you feel about the future.
But we won't go
We've
negative.
got to have the future well designed. The future is called the promise.
Shit.
The promise of the future can be an awesome
Putting in a hard stop at
designing the future. There's two ways to
42.51.
face the future. One is with apprehension. and the other is with anticipation. I promise you, in my travels around the world, most people face the future with apprehension. And here's why. They don't have it well designed. They've sort of left that up to someone else to fix. But here's the best way to face the future: with anticipation. You can face the future with anticipation if the future is clear, if the future is well designed. In setting goals, it's very simple. Number one, decide what you want.
We're getting into
You
stage
just take a
4
little
here.
time. You sit down and say, what do I want? What kind of skills do I want? What kind of income do I want for the future? Where would I like to go? Places I'd like to visit. Habits I'd like to acquire. Skills I'd like to have. Economics, friendships, people you'd like to meet. When you've thought about what you want for the future,
Good move, sir.
make a list.
Took the money and ran.
If the future gets clear, the price gets easy.
I like it.
Because you got to remember, for every promise, there's a price to pay. Everybody's got to pay the price. Everybody's got to do the deal. Everybody's got to do the disciplines.
Oh,
But
we're
here's
still
what I
in it.
discovered. If the promise
There we
is
go.
clear
Keep an eye on the
and
time,
powerful,
man.
the price is easy.
Here we
to
go.
pay. The price is some classic. The prices
All
of
right,
these books.
let's
the
jam
prices
it
of
out on the way
disciplines.
in. I'm playing these weird songs because they copyright strike me, man. So I gotta find cool shit. They don't have it on the kids though, or not all of them. Maybe that one they do. Yeah. Turn this into a loser. We made some good money or points. Appreciate you guys. Good trading, man. Hey, YouTube, I